What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Shift Across the Border. My name's Max. I'm here with Chris, and today we have on the big fella, 7-footer, on a good day.
Over-exaggerating.
James Samaj.
James Bradberry.
Fucking James Bradberry, Samaj.
Oh, it's like for like speaking better and shit?
No.
So why'd you say for the podcast?
Bacon's not real, and neither are no.
No, bacon's not real, because if you go to a grocery store, there's too much bacon.
Keep working, your time will come.
Shit. It sounds like you're eating human bone. It's a mini. It sounds like you're eating hamster bone. It might be stupid, but is India in the Middle East? I don't think so. Is it?
What's up, y'all?
This is the tallest guest we've had on the podcast.
By far.
James is our 7-footer.
Yep. He's actually 6'10", but he's actually 6'11". He just tells people he's 6'10".
Yeah, why do you tell people you're 6'10"?
By the way, could you lean in a little bit?
There we go.
Why?
I don't know. I put 6'9" on my license just because I thought it was funny.
Imagine having
able to do that is crazy.
having the luxury to put, I'm going to just...
Holy shit, that might be the loudest thing I've ever fucking done in my life.
Imagine having the luxury to be like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, it's funny. I'm just going to lower my height 3 inches to put 6'9".
Yeah, I got pulled over one time. The officer looked at it, and he's like, "You're 6'9"?" And it's like, "Why does it say that?" And it was a permit at the time, and he's like, "'Cause that's my height." And he's like, "Oh no!" It is. I gives it back, and I just get off with a warning and shit.
Really?
I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny as fuck. So, were you always fucking massive, or?
Yeah, I was always tall.
How tall are your parents? Your dad? I saw you like you're
My
not, like
dad-
extremely tall.
Before he got old, he was 6'5". Now he's like down to 6'3".
Okay.
My mom, she's like 5'8".
That's some solid heights.
But you have a tall grandpa.
I had a tall uncle who had the same name as me. I was telling Coach Hack about this today. His name is the exact same as mine. He was 17, 6'8", and he worked on a farm.
And his name was James Bradberry?
Yeah, his name is James Edgar Bradberry. My name.
Him in a different
I
universe.
should have introduced him as Edgar. Damn, that was a missed opportunity.
Well, anyways, he was tall, and he was working on a grain silo, and he had hit his head and got knocked unconscious.
On the top of the grain silo?
Yeah. Fell into the grain silo and suffocated from
I
grain
should probably
train.
stop laughing.
So he died.
Yeah, he did. So I was banned from working on a farm when I turned 17.
Holy
Wait. So you
that
never
just
met
took
him?
a turn.
What?
You never met him?
Never met. This was 40 years before I was born. I'm like.
And
part of
he,
the reason
what was the
why-
relation again?
What?
You said he was your what?
Uncle,
My uncle, yeah.
Uncle.
My dad's brother.
And now he's dead.
So your dad's brother, it's your dad's brother.
Yeah.
Passed away when he was 17.
And gave those genetics.
Rest
Someone
in
died
peace.
at
I
the
got
center.
him.
So that's why your name, James, you're like in loving memory of James Edgar
Yeah,
Bradberry.
pretty much.
the
And I
first.
turned out
I'm
to
not
be tall.
gonna lie. I've been rooming with him for 8 months. That's the first time I've heard that.
I mean,
He said no,
peace,
not, at
James.
least the part about you being named after him. I didn't clue into that.
Well, technically, I'm named after my grandparents, who are Edgar Bradberry and James Schimmeldine,
okay.
but it's the same name. They chose
like
that
a-
order
It's
because
like a divorced family. They like hyphenate the last name.
yeah, they chose that order. The reason I'm not Edgar James Bradberry is like because of him.
Edgar James Bradberry.
That'd be a
Okay,
lot.
so how did basketball start?
I guess it was just something my parents introduced me when I was like in second grade.
Mm-hmm.
I just went from there. And once I hit like high school, started doing AAU and stuff. I was just gone from there.
So like how tall were you when you were in second grade?
Oh, God. I hit 6 foot in 7th grade.
Okay, that's fucking retarded.
Okay, but hear me out though. No. That's not that, bro. I was 5'10" in 8th grade.
He just said second. Did you say
Seven.
Oh, I thought he
Seven.
said second. I thought he said second grade.
7.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not.
I just have only grown like 3-4 inches since then.
in multiple areas.
Yeah.
No, okay. So you were tall as fuck in second grade, surely, and your parents were just like, "You have to play basketball."
Well, it was like a thing. They introduced me to like t-ball and like lacrosse and stuff, and I played.
The T-ball went down to his upper calf. His upper calf.
Man, this isn't fair for the rest of the kids. Like
That was a problem when I started playing football. It was like I was really skinny growing up until like I hit high school, and then I put on weight. But in 6th grade, I was like 130, but I was also almost 6 feet tall. And they're like, you got to cut weight. I got to get down to like 120 or something. I'm like,
For what? For what?
for Pop Warner football. It's like, because you're
There's a
bigger
weight
than
limit?
the kids. Yeah. Because they're like, you're bigger than the kids, so you got to cut weight. I'm like, I can't cut weight.
Cutting out
Starvation. Starvation.
So you start playing football, and then you just liked basketball better?
Well, I played football all the way through, but yeah, I did like basketball.
Didn't you play lacrosse too?
I did play lacrosse my senior year. That
Yeah,
was
I'm
fun.
not running
I
up
enjoyed
against
that.
James Bradberry in lacrosse. I'm
enjoyed
sorry.
that.
I'm going the other
Yeah.
way.
I only played in like 2 games as like a Make-A-Wish kid, but I was like,
But you enjoyed it.
oh yeah, it was the practices were really fun, and the team was like, until college, I never been on a team that had like that much connection. Like everybody was cool with each other.
That's dope. Did you play any other sports other than basketball growing up, Chris?
Oh yeah, I was gnarly at hockey.
Oh yeah, that's
No, actually, I was actually dog shit at hockey. But
Did you play like club or like just like on the fucking ODR with
No. I
outside
actually,
the fucking farm?
actually played hockey before I played babasketball. And
Like-
I quit
like
in 6th
rep?
grade.
Like rep
yeah,
hockey?
and then I quit in 6th grade and was like, this is just way better. I wanna
Hockey
go
is
to this.
always something I want to try, but I couldn't.
Dude,
because of
I would
basketball.
pay top dollar to see you attempt to skate, James.
Oh, I was gonna
I
say, if you say
can't
me,
skate.
I can actually
No,
fucking
I
skate.
can't.
Dude, he probably looks like a baby fucking
baby giraffe.
Baby giraffe trying to walk.
trying to walk for the first time.
Yeah, no.
I'd pay a lot of money. You probably would
You
need your own
could have
skating
been
rink.
diesel as fuck at hockey. Like you don't even have to be able to skate that well. We had a guy in our high school who was like 6'5", 310 on skate, and he would like just barrel over
Bro,
kids.
yeah,
he
like
could
Chara
barely
on the
skate, but he would
Bruins.
just fucking
Chara used to be a fucking dog on the Bruins. Beat the shit out at least every year. Was like fucking 6'6".
exactly.
fucking
He's just a fucking
unit,
enforcer,
yeah.
bro.
Unit.
But yeah, I played soccer and I played hockey.
My brother's actually playing in like the finals of whatever league he's in tonight. If they win or tie,
Like triple A's.
fuck no.
No, it was just his like local.
I mean, no. It's like a type of team. It's like he's in grade 12. As we we're talking about before, like it's pretty like rare that you out of like our hometown like you go and play college sports. Like it's really not like the high schools don't really like emphasize that. Like that's why I went away to high school for the last few years. But so there's AAA, AA, single A, select, and house league. So it's probably I think it's either select or single A. It's not like, but it's none of the kids who my brother's friends with, who he's grown up with, are gonna take hockey to the next level. So the kids that were playing AAA, AA, single A, all like, well, what the fuck the point in practicing for 16 hours a week and all this stuff if I'm not gonna go anywhere? So they all just went down to this one team.
minor is it minor hockey?
It's like select or whatever. It's like it's like high school,
Okay.
and they just are in the fuck. They're just like a team of all guys who played at other places, just came together, and they're all friends. They all go to the same school or schools in the same area. They're all boys, and they just fucking play. And they don't practice and then do anything. And they just fucking they won the first game of the finals I was at like 7-2.
It just sounds like D3 basketball. Everyone just gets bored at the level they're at and just drop down to D3 and take over.
Yeah, it's actually fun, bro. Yeah. So good luck to Zach. Currently playing right now. If you lose, it's probably Ellie's fault because shitty ass goalie.
So at what point did you start taking it like seriously? Like
Probably, I went to a Jim Boeheim Syracuse camp my freshman year.
Okay.
That's sick.
Well, he like showed up there and he like talked, but it was like in the dome and stuff. And you spent 5 days. As I was going in my freshman year, I spent 5 days on like the Syracuse campus, so like in the dorms and all that. You had the cafeteria and all that. It's actually where I want to go to law school, probably.
Syracuse.
Yeah, and then
Well, definitely get into you wanted to be a lawyer later, but
oh yeah,
we'll
and
get into
then
that later.
so then they were just like, it was just kids just were so much bigger than me and like
Bigger than you.
they were massive kids. I was 6'4", 6'5" as a freshman probably.
And they were bigger kids.
There were kids probably my age as a freshman just going down the court windmill dunking like on fast breaks. It was
I mean, if
Like-
you had some athletic ability at
Yeah.
9th grade, you probably would be able to do that too at 6'5".
yeah,
So they're like taller than you?
yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
And then they were like,
New York State basketball is very, very high level basketball, so I wouldn't even be surprised about that.
yeah, it was really cool.
Any
There
like
were
notable
600
names that you
kids there.
played against?
I
Like
don't
that would
believe
be
so.
somewhere now, or you don't even.
I don't know at that time. There was 600 kids there, so it's like.
Also, like yeah.
But yeah, after that year, I was like, after that year, that was like when I debated like going basketball all year round, which I ended up doing on top of like football. I every night after that, I would drive to Syracuse, which is an hour away, and play AAU in the fall and spring, and then I had my winter season in the winter, and then I had the summers when COVID hit, so I didn't really play that much after.
That was your.
That was that was end of freshman going into sophomore year.
So you kind of robbed that like AAU career. Was COVID strict in New York State? I know
Dude,
a lot of places.
I don't know if I got him called on me, but the cop showed up to kick me off the basketball court one time.
At like a park or like
at my high school.
like what? That's
So we always did a last day of school like basketball thing. Just like last day of school, we go out play a 3v3 tournament. Me and my buddy went the day before we were supposed to have it just to like
get some shots.
just to play because we hadn't played in months.
Yeah.
So this is June. We're playing. We're probably 20 minutes in. The principal of the school comes out, and he's cool about it. He's like, "I'd love to have you guys on here, but it's like the school's closed. You can't be on this property." So then we like cancel that, and it's cool. And once they announced that we're going to be returning to school in September, I started going to the court again, and I was there 2 or 3 days, and then one day the state trooper just showed up and was like, "You can't be on the court." So I had to, and then I had to call
So
my
random.
mom to pick me up, and my mom just sees a state trooper next to me, just waiting. And she thought I did something bad.
Got arrested for hooping.
Okay, so you're grade 10, and then is that when you're like, I think I can play college basketball?
Yeah, that coach that I had, he just wanted to change my game because that's when like Zion was a big thing.
Okay.
He wanted me to be able to take jump shots and all that and rip and drive and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to change my game from what I stuck with the whole time.
Which was?
Post hook.
Inside.
Post hook demon.
Inside.
Offensive.
Post hook.
If he was a 2K build, it would be
Offensive
post hooking, offensive rebound.
That's what it is.
And
Max
lots
out
of
stats.
screaming.
Post
Yeah, I do screen now.
post hooking, offensive rebound, put back.
And brick wall.
I had.
Oh yeah, Hall of Fame.
Brick wall.
Dude, I got laid out, bro. It fucking yesterday. I didn't even call a foul or anything, but I get a double screen for. I'm guarding Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, now I know what it's like because I'm getting chased. I'm running off screen stuff like that, and then Bryce hasn't been in the last few, and I was guarding Bryce, and he's running off screens like fuck. Like, this was like to guard me. This
It's
is
fucking
annoying as
annoying.
fuck. Dude, so I get hit by like Tay screens me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm expecting that, and then but James just is behind me, throws an elbow at the back of my head, or maybe it was his shoulder. I'm like, oh, and then Tay's like. Some shit like you like stop being. I'm like, bro, I didn't even call a foul. I just got laid out.
I'm trying to screen for Bryce. Tay comes over and back. This is like he gets hit by Tay.
It was behind me. Yeah, definitely Hall of Fame brick wall.
But nothing will be worse than that fucking first day of open gym or whatever when Day was coming down and just ate Warren's fucking screen in the middle of the court and was out with a concussion. That'll forever go down as the fucking worst I've seen someone ever get it.
Yeah.
That shit was funny as fuck. I won't even lie.
Or the dude or my friend on Fisher.
Yo, yeah, he got
Got fucking laid out
Someone
by
else
the
got
way.
laid the fuck out too, didn't I? I thought it was Naz. I swore somebody else got laid out.
Jorge laid out.
Yeah, who was that?
That was Fisher,
On Fisher,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
that's my
was
friend.
Fisher, yeah.
That's my friend.
I
He
thought
went
there
to
was
high school.
another one though.
I don't remember.
But yeah, that dude on Fisher got fucked up.
Yeah. He had a concussion. That's my friend. I talked to him like relatively often.
Yeah, you told me this.
But I mean, they got it back in blood. 'Cause they ended up winning the fucking chip and going to the national
And
tournament.
he had a contributing role too.
Bro, he had like 20 in the second round of the tournament. So
Did he actually?
yeah, he's a very good player. Yeah. Shout out Brennan. Shout out Brennan, my boy. I'm gonna send this episode.
I
to him.
I need to get a compilation of all the shoutouts that happened on this show.
There's a lot of bro. What did it say? It takes a village to build a kid, bro. You gotta.
And I should also
To raise a child.
Yeah, a compilation of times you said that exact.
I've
same
never said. I
fucking
definitely
quote.
never said.
Oh
that
yeah,
before.
you have.
I've never said that
Oh, yeah,
before. I
you
feel like I've
have.
never said that. But I mean, bro, you got on your pathway. You meet people along the way that help you out. You feel me?
You wanted to rip and drive.
I can't even
I
imagine
didn't
that.
want
You didn't want to rip and drive,
My coach wanted to like just change.
and
my
it
game.
didn't work.
No, I just like staying in the paint. I was. My entire high school experience was under one system, one coach, and I was just in it, and that's like where I thrived. I wasn't even a priority of scoring the ball. It was like
What was your role in high school?
it was fucking block shots on defense.
Because holy shit,
Yeah.
if my high school team had a 6'11" dude to set screens and
Yeah.
block shots and pull down rebounds, because we started like a 6'4" like Rari type player at our big, and he could definitely rebound. But like if he could maybe not be the only like. I mean, he'd probably get like 10, 12 rebounds a game, but like we would lose a rebound margin because like I was maybe the second or third tallest guy. I mean, we had some hype, but like not like contributing players.
Yeah.
So if we definitely had some fucking some Samaj on our team, that could have we would so.
And
so
in my league, you
so
would have dropped fucking 80 a game.
Yeah.
Like
straight
80.
fucking offensive putbacks.
80, bro.
So on defense, our defense was just feed everybody to me through the middle.
Played a zone?
pack line. Now we play pack
We played
line.
man.
And it was just feed everybody to me, and I just help off. And they just got to rotate to my guy. On offense, it was pick a roll game and offensive rebounds. That's how I got 80% of my points.
What do you average in high school?
I only averaged like 7 or 8 points my senior year, but I had some wild stat lines. I've had a triple double off blocks.
I would believe it.
Yeah,
I would do.
I've
Do you have
had.
the film for that?
I hope.
Bro, we
They-
gotta
they,
put
like,
an edit behind
removed
that
us-
and just do the block party thing. That'd be so.
They
fucking
removed
funny.
us from like huddle. So like our senior year, they removed us from our huddle thing. So
Huddle's expensive as fuck.
Yeah. I wish
Expensive
they
as
would
fuck.
leave us in it because it's just like we can see our old high school stuff.
Yeah.
You have to pay to leave it in there.
No, like his,
No,
like you lose
the
your account,
coaches
probably.
and stuff.
or like the
pays
whole
for it.
school didn't pay for like renew their huddle.
No,
account?
like no, they renew it, but as the seniors go out, they remove the seniors. And
Oh yeah.
I
I don't think mine
I,
works.
I could have swore I've been looking at like old for film for this. I've been looking at like Ian stuff on how to like everything. Like I've not had a problem
Yeah.
finding old film.
I don't know.
I don't think Eddie and mine's there. You're gonna the ones that are there are just like my senior year when I get like more than 4 blocks a game.
How many blocks of games do you average?
I think 3, like 3.5.
Enough.
That's a lot of blocks.
And then I had 10 points in a game. All 10 of them came off offensive rebounds, off of free throws.
So you and ones or like you missed.
No, like
No, someone else's free throw.
Somebody else shot the free throw. I got the rebound.
You're slow.
Sorry.
Any in-game dunks your senior year?
No, not for high school. I didn't have any in-game dunks. I've had AU and summer league is when I've had in-game dunks.
Did you ever have a lob?
Caught a lob.
Hell no.
You ever tried?
We're working on it though.
Well,
We're working on it. We've been working on our little lob connection actually.
I like a drop step on my left foot. I got to get better with my right foot jump because I'm just left foot jumper all day. That's why I can pin you so easy because you just go down the right side.
Is it a pin or is it a pin or is it a goaltend? Because you've
If it's
definitely
against Alfred, it's a goaltend.
half of the time I'd say I go for a layup on James and all he'll do is just smack the backboard as hard as he can
And yell.
and the combination of the vibration from him hitting the backboard
And
and his
yelling
voice
is just-
it
yeah.
just makes the ball roll off the rim and it's definitely a goaltend. He definitely can't do that.
I'll never, bro. If you were
Like the amount of times you've actually like blocked a shot, probably under like 30% of the time.
No,
That's crazy.
No,
Of that thing.
off of like a
off a
scoop?
pin?
Of
off
of
that.
mine.
Oh,
Half the time you just smack the shit out of the backboard.
yeah.
You've definitely got a few. Definitely got a few
I'm
goaltenders.
saying,
in
if
there.
you're within 100
there's
feet
definitely-
of the fucking Medai Mavericks gym, you'll know if James went for a block or not because you're just gonna hear
Yeah,
like everybody.
I just screwed up.
Yeah, especially if he misses, it sounds like he got a finger up the ass or he rolled an ankle every time, bro.
Definitely not somebody that I would prefer to drive. 'Cause I remember one time we were playing open gym and I just hit a few threes and like I pump faked, got the guy on the ground, and I just went middle, I ripped through, and then I just go for like a hook and I just definitely didn't put that shit high enough. So you beat that shit. And I'm like, then I'll stay behind the 3-point line.
Yeah, I'll stick to dishing it, bro. There's been so many times where he steps up and like I'm just like I feel like I can float this.
Although, why don't we ever talk about the times where I block him?
When
How about that?
Ever blocked him?
Once.
Last open gym,
did
he went out for a layup. I blocked it, came
Oh,
out the
that-
court,
well,
and
that
hit
was-
a
that was
transition game-winning three.
Block or strip?
Stripped.
Hit
I
from
would say
hit
strip.
down on the way up.
That's a strip.
I would say stripped because
Oh, I did meet him at the rim one time when we were fucking
Yeah,
on
you
Coach
did.
Long.
Well, no,
And-
you did later that day.
I
too.
blocked
You did
it.
You did block me later that day when we were doing Warrior.
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
Met his ass at the rim. One
Yeah,
time,
he can have 2 blocks.
I'll
I blocked him like 80 times.
80 is crazy. 80 is
I
crazy.
blocked him like 80 times.
I'll give you like 8.
9?
8.
No,
I
that
did
one
that
time.
one open gym.
That one time though, where he fucking beat Day's shit off the backboard
That
so
was-
hard that he like it just stopped dead in
Pause.
the middle.
Big pause.
That was that was
Dude, that
January
that was
11th.
I was
good
waiting for you to
block.
realize.
That was January 11th when
You remember the day that you did that?
because I was late to practice. I spent
Oh.
the first hour
Oh,
Running on
on
the
running track,
Yeah.
and I was so tired.
L man's Chris too for not letting him know that we had practice.
Bro, just bang, bang, bang. Yo, we gotta go.
He
He's
did
in the
not-
shower.
I did
Bang,
not
bang,
hear
bang.
him.
Yo, we gotta go. Didn't hear me. I said, I can't.
Also-
It's me or him. Like at that point, I'm gonna, yeah.
So I'm like, I thought it was a 2:00 practice and we had 1:15 film, and I didn't realize it. And my mom just moved and she needed some like information from my tuition, like just to get the right price for the apartment. So I'm on the phone with her and I get a call from Coach Long. I'm just like, oh, maybe he wants to get in the gym and like work early or something, like pre-practice.
Yeah.
And he calls me and he's like, we got film right now, and it's like 2 minutes after, and I'm like, no, and I start running out the door.
Or when it is towel.
Yeah.
But he came in and it was just dead fucking silent. Everybody knew it was coming. Like it just,
Yeah, I just
honestly though, like
I-
yeah, you had to run for an hour, but definitely like you didn't get that like.
I
Well, it
walked
could
up
have
to-
been worse.
I
It
walked
could
up to
have been
coach.
worse.
I'm just like, man, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. What do you need me to do? And he's just like, track. And I'm just like, all right, good. I thought I was gonna run for 2 hours. I had the mentality I was gonna run for 2 hours.
Definitely could have been worse.
Yeah. So he
I'm
came.
honestly surprised.
That's
he was
my
that
biggest
calm.
fear though. Like sometimes I'll have class and I'll have like maybe 45 minutes from when class ends to when film starts. So I'll take like a half an hour or like a 20-minute nap.
Oh yeah, there's no napping.
I'll take a 20-minute nap, but I'll set 15 alarms. I'll set
Yeah, I do that too.
110, 101, 105, 110, 115, 120, all the way later to practice.
yeah.
And I'll also tell Joe if I don't wake up by the third alarm, throw something at me.
You were late for weightlifting with Evan at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, so I guess it probably is karmically sound. Do you remember that?
I don't.
It was
don't?
like so early, like we're talking like the third lift.
We weren't even friends yet, probably.
No, we definitely were. It was like the third lift.
We had a meeting
and,
that day.
And it was a meet because Trav was late the day before.
I may have not even been there. 'Cause I went home a bunch of
Trav
times
was
at
late the day
end of
before, and I walked in on you guys doing wall sits, and he made me do wall sits. Like, oh, this isn't that.
Oh,
bad.
I do remember that.
And then I come into the meeting. This is the first time I've ever seen Coach Hack, and he walks in. He's talking about because no one has their cash, right?
Oh, yeah, that was
so.
the day we
So he was
collected.
pissed
Oh, yeah,
already,
yeah.
and then he goes, "You didn't show up to the lift. You were late as fuck. You haven't put in any work." He started screaming. At
You
everyone.
don't have an iPhone.
I wasn't
Joe.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't there at that meeting. I was at home because my knee appointment.
Oh, yeah,
But
that
I
was
heard
rough.
about that.
That
though.
was rough.
But how did that stack up to like the yelling the rest of the year? 'Cause people were saying that was soft, but I didn't hear what it was.
I mean, it was early, so I was shell shocked. I was like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but. And at this point, he was also saying like, if you don't get better, like you can get the fuck off my team. Like if you don't come back, like whatever, then we don't need you. So it was double shell shock. I was like, oh shit, this is actually serious. Like this is no joke.
Yeah,
Um,
gotta work.
Zion post hooks.
I think
Did that fuck with your development as a player? You think?
No, not as much because I was only with that program for a short amount of time. Only like,
What was the AU program?
it was Syracuse Select out of Syracuse, and then I went to City Rocks out of Albany for my junior year. That's who I played
City
with.
Rock's a really good like organization.
You've told me this.
I think we said it on the podcast before. I don't remember who. Someone else. Maybe it was Day or someone said that.
It was no, you didn't have Jeff on the podcast. Jeff played with City Rocks.
Jeff. Come on the podcast
Tell him.
and say that he can't guard you.
And then bring Jorge. Yeah, I'd say Jeff can't guard you. Fuck. So you're.
So I think we were on my roll in high school. Yeah, it was just offensive rebounds is how I got most of my points. I'd say offensive rebounds and pick and roll was 80% of how I got my points.
And when did did you have multiple offers, or
Yeah, how do you end up
how
here?
did that start?
My buddy, it was during lacrosse season last year, and my buddy, my point guard of high school, he texted me, he's like, we're going to Jam Fest. I was there the year before.
Like pitch jam?
Yeah, Pit Jam. That's coming up this weekend, I think. And,
Maybe. Oh yeah, it's like a end of April
end
type
April,
thing. Yeah.
Never been. Don't know what
And
it
he,
is.
So like a very high level like AU tournament.
and I just practiced with this coach. It's like a very small program. We only got like 10 guys. We go down there, and I get a text from Coach Alon afterwards, and he's like, why don't you come out and visit Medallion? That's how that happened pretty much.
So you only had one offer?
Yeah, you talk to high schools?
There were other prep schools, and there was one in New Hampshire and one in, I think, Boston area, just outside.
So why did you decide to come here?
I just like this one way better. It was like
They
the other
were
ones
prep schools, like another high school that you have to do like a fifth year.
sort of,
Like yeah.
but I don't know. This one was instantly just the best. I think
This is also the next level. Like you go to those schools hoping to excel, to like develop in order to and get their exposure to come to university. So if you have the opportunity, just skip that step and just.
this one just felt like really personal. Like
Yeah,
Coach Hack and
sure.
Coach Lam were really like for my family and wanted to get to know them. The other ones were just kind of like showing off their campus, like, oh, we got this new facility and stuff
Sure.
like that.
Also, like I mean, like skipping that like extra year. I mean, like obviously, like you develop but I mean, definitely this year's a developmental year for you as well.
Oh yeah, coming in like
Yeah,
the
talk
first
about
open
that.
gym of that first day of school was wild. That was such a big jump because like the people I played against in high school were always shorter than me, and like either I have a lot of weight on them or we're the same way, and I can stand my ground in there. But playing against like Oscar, Warren, Rory, like guys like that off rip,
Also, like mobile, good footwork.
yeah.
Switching on to guards.
Dude, guarding on the perimeter, I don't know. That's a next.
I haven't figured that shit out still.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
My man.
I stay in the post. I stay in the post. I don't move from the charge arc. That's my role.
So, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that like that's probably the 12th mention of like Coach Hack being the reason that people come here. So that's just.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
he'll be on
without
the
a doubt.
he'll be on the pod next week. I think Thursday we'll have Coach Long, and then Tuesday we'll have Coach Hack. Maybe the weekend we'll have.
I want to sit out there and watch that. That's gonna be funny.
We should do a live
It's gonna
show.
be 2 hours long.
Live
That
show.
I don't know if I can handle that honestly.
Yeah, maybe not. But you know, that'll be a good episode. But I want to get into kind of like more like what you do outside of basketball and how you want to be.
I can answer this.
wanna be a
I live
lawyer.
with him.
Oh, what does James do?
Eat.
Other than eat honey buns.
Say-
Play quad.
I was gonna say eat candy and play video games.
No, but I want to talk about like fuck. I mean, is that the growth serum? Honey buns and rockets.
Dude,
If
I
that,
love-
I'll
I
take
love
it.
my-
If maybe my liver shit's not working out, I'll hop on your chain and fucking.
Hop on the honey bun diet.
But that's like such a small part of my like back home. I used to eat like 5 meals a day. It was just like that's to maintain weight.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
what I
that's
had
just
to eat.
fact. Also sweats like a fucking like Paul
Like
Bancaro.
a pig, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely
Never-
do need to.
That's part of the reason why I stopped doing flat bench press because he was always on before me and there's just a puddle of sweat and I'm not hopping on. So I'll stick to the dumbbells. I get my own bench.
But I do want to talk about. So you want to be a lawyer?
Yes.
What type of lawyer?
Criminal defense attorney, and then there's like a bunch of other stuff you can do, like patent law and like.
How do you like first like? You definitely watch Suits and you're like, damn.
Oh yeah,
I got him into
introduced me
Suits.
Really?
I
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
him on, bro.
Never. And he
Unreal
comes
show.
in.
The acting's terrible.
Not
I liked
really,
it. I
no.
liked it.
It's so cheesy. It's
Which
like,
ones though? Because there's certain one like
Okay,
like
it's very-
Harvey.
it's
He's,
very-
he's a
Harvey,
fucking
yeah.
good
It's
actor.
very-
No. But
You
some
think
of the
he's cheesy?
lines.
It's very.
I feel like I've
snap.
said this on the show before.
You definitely have not.
I had a conversation with someone about. I was I went home for like whatever for a week, and my brother is rewatching Suits, and so he was watching. I just worked out from the basement. I just came and sat on the couch, kind of like, like after you finish working out, you just have to like take a deep breath. And I was just like rewatching one of the episodes, and like, damn, like this acting is terrible. But like
I didn't.
when I was watching,
maybe because I watched it for the first time.
exactly when I watched it for the first time, I was like, awesome. But I watch other shows, I rewatch it. But that being said, unbelievable show and the best first episode out of any show ever made.
Oh,
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
buddy.
when he
good.
when Mike goes and like,
Drops
bro,
the
Yeah,
case.
drops the big
yeah,
Yeah,
the case of
yeah.
weed and shit. That was the best first episode out of any show.
Dude, I've watched some shit. Have you ever watched Better Call Saul?
Nope.
Started it. The first episode, complete dog shit. Once you get past that, you can actually get into the show. But that was a very.
That was the
good
thing
first
with
episode.
Breaking Bad with me. It was just.
It starts off slow as well. That's the writers because they both wrote Better Call Saul
Yeah.
and yeah.
Have you ever seen the show The Blacklist?
No.
That's my favorite show ever.
Never seen it either.
It's about like the number one criminal in the world teaming up with the FBI to take down like other like underground criminals. But then like once the FBI like takes them down, he always has a second agenda to like
Get the
take
fuck out.
over their empire.
Oh.
So he like uses the FBI to build his criminal empire even bigger, and the FBI uses him to take down these underground criminals. And it's like, okay, well, if he, like, we have an eye on him, so whatever, like it's better that he is whatever than all these underground people. And so they like kind of like a mutual relationship, and it's like a bunch of different side stories. It's unreal, but the first episode is awesome. Check that out, The Blacklist on Netflix.
I will always stand by Stranger Things. Stranger Things is so fucking.
You didn't
good.
even watch it until 2 months ago. A month ago.
And it's
Spring break.
fucking incredible.
He
It
put you
was
on that?
really good.
Are you?
No. One of my boys back home put me on it, but he was a contributing factor. He was like, "You have to watch it. You have to watch it." But I
Yes.
started considering watching it.
So you watch Suits, and now you want to be like Mike Ross.
Well, yeah. I went to
Everybody wants to be Mike Ross.
I went to a court watch for like one of my classes. You had to like observe the court and stuff, and I wore like
That's
a
cool.
suit, and they said I looked like
Terrible.
I looked like Harvey Specter, one of the officers that were there. That was pretty cool.
Might have been tooting your horn.
Maybe a little. So then you wanted to be. You just want to be.
So wait, how did the lawyer thing start?
Honestly, I'm not sure. It was like growing all the way up. I was like engineer. Like my parents wanted me to be an engineer.
not
I wanted
astronaut
to
or like ice cream maker, like unicorn zookeeper.
Getting stuff off the top shelfer.
That's a
painting
pretty.
cigars.
That's a pretty good job. That's a pretty good job.
I worked at Walmart. That's pretty much what I did.
You're the top shelf guy.
Yeah, the restock stuff.
Hey James, you gather this for me?
Pretty much. But I don't know. I didn't even tell my parents that I wanted to like take the route of law. They always thought I wanted to be an engineer until they announced like senior night for
Basketball.
football.
Oh, football.
They announced like every career path like everybody's gonna do. And my dad heard like you want to take pre-law? And he's like, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I haven't told you that, but yeah, I just wanted to.
So you're in pre-law here,
Yeah, criminal justice and pre-law, yeah.
and then that's dope. And then you want to go to? You said you want to go to Syracuse.
Syracuse or UB is the two.
The UB there's like a 3+3 program. That
Yeah, they do, but I want to use my 4 years of eligibility
yeah.
here.
Shit, unless you become a fucking demon and transfer to UB. 6'11", fucking offensive rebound goon.
So like, was there anything like growing up, like, because you said you like arguing is what I'm trying to get at. So like, is that definitely a contributing factor?
Oh, yeah. I argue with my friends a lot. They'll probably watch this and
It'd say that.
Yeah.
If I post this, are you gonna do some shout outs here?
Nah, we'll keep them quiet.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite? Like I'll always argue that LeBron over MJ, and I could like defend. Like I have some points.
What about Kobe over MJ?
Oh.
I mean, like I've like to think I'm a good arguer as well. Like, I could definitely argue that.
I actually hate arguing though. Like I just don't like.
You're just so non-confrontational. Like we've established.
Guys,
He doesn't like arguing.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut all this.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I would say, but we definitely established that you were extremely non-confrontational.
Yeah, I hate it. I just want to go about my shit.
Unless it's demo at the soccer game.
No, I have value. Like I have things that I'll stand by. Like I hate being quiet.
We also don't need to get into that.
No, we're definitely not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But like just in general, there's certain things where if like somebody steps on them in a conversation, I just have to be that guy that's like, actually, that's not what that is. Like, that's not true.
You're just like, oh, actually, you're not doing this exercise, right?
Yeah, actually, exactly.
You're just a prick.
Yeah, exactly. But like, if you do certain things, then I have to like, it just bothers me because I'm like, one, it's for your benefit, and two, it just gives me an ego boost. So I have to just.
Basically, maybe we should take those conversation skills and.
Shut up! No, stop. Basically, yeah. If we're in the gym and someone's doing like pec flies, and
not at 9 a.m. anymore.
Oh my god.
Like with him. He was doing.
Yeah, no, not him.
He was doing.
No more in the morning.
He was doing preacher curls.
He was doing preacher curls, and I'm like curl at the top, and like he was doing them, but he was doing them with us, with Evan or whatever, and he like wasn't doing that hard, and then he went with me, and like top of the right, he's like, I can't, no, stop, like 3 more, and he's like, he's dying, and then afterwards he's like, this feels good though because I destroyed my body.
Yeah, your workouts were definitely like, I definitely felt it immediately after. Evans, I don't really feel it afterwards, but I see the progress.
That's what I'm saying. There's a strength thing, and there's a way to train for size. I keep trying to tell Dante Wilcott because he walks up to me and says, "I'm stronger than you," and it's like, I'm not training for that, bro. Like I don't care. There's a difference.
Yeah, I mean,
no 9 a.m.
I think that like everything's good, but I saw a lot of progress when I was doing like when we were like before Evan. I think it's just like finding something that works best for you. Like I feel like Evan's workouts are good because also the thing with Evan's workouts that are really, really good is on every set, like we do like 3 different supersets, and everyone targets everyone has something that targets a smaller muscle that you wouldn't necessarily target in a compound lift or whatever, or even in an isolation movement. It's more like
the whole body.
It's just like these little muscles, like when you do side leg raises and you do like donkey kicks or fire hydrants or like these or like prone leg raises or like even like
dog
reverse
is a bird.
Yeah, exactly. Or bird dogs are like fucking what's the other one?
Bug.
Dead bug. Like just these things that target these little muscles, like maybe the top of your hip flexor or like but like just like different accessory muscles that you wouldn't necessarily target. I wouldn't otherwise. So I definitely feel like also those are areas we can really gain progress because they're undertrained. But I also feel like I need a little bit more volume on
I'm
upper
a volume
body.
guy, bro. Like I before when I was lifting with Evan, like I would see some progress because I was lifting heavy, but like I just need stupid volume. Like I need to destroy my fucking.
I just think
to
that
see
like
anything.
we're hitting every body upper like it's lower body. Obviously, it's a full body workout 4 times a week, which is definitely like if you're gonna lift full body like 4 times a week is like good. But I think that I need a little bit more upper body for myself to see the progress I want to see. So I think I'm gonna start going on like Saturdays and just do because also like we're benching, but we're only benching once a week. And we're doing like we're doing 4 sets of 8 or whatever, and we're gonna progress that. But what we did at the earlier, like right at the end of the season, is like start off with your heaviest set for 2, and then drop the weight by 10 pounds, 4, 6, and 8, and that's how I was seeing. Because then I started off with like 165 for 2, and then it was 175 for 2, and then it was 185, and it's 190, and so it's progressing really fast.
It's very odd. That was a reverse fucking drop set where it's like, or a pyramid set. It was some weird shit I saw on TikTok. I wanted to try it because like you can see every time you come in the gym that you're getting stronger because like your first set it's your heaviest set.
But I definitely do. I think there's benefits of both, but it's just like finding something that's working for you. But how were you ever in the weight room before? I remember like when we came to school the first time, and like you pull your hip flexor fucking front back squatting. Like you just look like you just.
That was fucking hilarious.
The best way to explain James at the beginning of the year was just like a newborn gazelle
that could accidentally dunk and fucking block shots.
But honestly, like dunk is like he could dunk, but like not nearly as consistently and as powerfully and as with authority as he can now. So how like you've came so far since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
With like,
But our weight room at high school was an old classroom. We had 1 bench press in it and 2 squat racks, a set of dumbbells, and 3 treadmills.
that's not terrible.
It was terrible. That was god
Compared
awful.
to here, but like in a high school classroom, like
That's
I've
the
seen
only
worse.
thing we had.
You could get-
and it closed after my sophomore year because of COVID. So I didn't
Yeah,
even
that's
have
kinda
access to it. And I live 45 minutes away from the YMCA, so that's like,
I mean, I live 53, but
this guy drives fucking 2 hours in that
for
fucking
sushi.
for sushi. So he just is driving like, bro. Chris like, oh yeah, I'll drive like wherever.
Bro, I've honestly about 30% of my life has probably been
on
driving.
the road.
If we're
You're just a
being
fucking
brutally
road,
honest,
just a road man, dude.
I don't know,
Bro, if none of this shit works out, bro, you could just be a great truck driver.
one of my buddies' dads back home does that, and he actually makes
But
bank.
truck drivers make
Yeah, they make
great money.
Because nobody wants to do that, but it's
never
ungodly
He makes
home.
like
money.
You're
200K
never
a
Like,
year.
also,
probably.
you have to be very good at driving. Like, you have a massive ass truck in these tiny little fucking lanes. Like, it's
You also have like sleeping on the road sometimes, and like
definitely not easy.
yeah,
Definitely not
your body
ideal.
takes a strain because like you're like sitting in a seated position for hours and hours, but you definitely make a lot of money.
You remember the first time I was taking you and Joe somewhere, and I almost ran over a car next to me, and it
You
ended up
never forget it.
it was Ryan Murs.
You
I
know-
almost ran him over.
How?
Because
It's such-
you know those lanes. First of all, I hate.
You also
hate
drive
American
Buffalo
roads.
roads are
No,
terrible.
terrible.
I hate American
Terrible.
roads. I hate American roads. I will stand by this. Canadian roads are so much better
So
built.
much better,
but
bro.
it's like, it was one of those lanes where like there's like 3 lanes, but then
But there's no
it's-
lines?
The next there's no lines, and the next like when you go past the red light, it turns into 2 lanes. So Ryan Mertz comes up beside us, and it's starting to turn into 2 lanes. He's like, I got to get over because I got to turn. So as it's starting to turn into 2 lanes, Ryan Mertz is coming. He's trying to switch lanes. He sees Ryan Mertz. There has like a probably I'm gonna say a foot gap between his mirror and Ryan Merz's, and then he swerves back, and me and Joe are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then Ryan Merz flies by, and we make a right turn.
How'd you know? Did you know Ryan at this time?
This is on the way to Demo's funeral.
Yeah,
Demo's buddy's
yeah.
funeral.
But
That was when that was.
I knew him at the time, but it's like I didn't know his car, so it's like
How'd you know it was him?
he
How'd
told
you-
me afterwards. He's like, he
Almost
saw
fucking
me
killed
park
me.
my truck. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's like yeah, you almost hit me.
Awkward.
How big is the truck that you drive?
It was.
Yeah, keyword was. Well, I still have it. It's getting fixed, but
It was on
It's-
fire.
You're lying. Oh, I remember you were texting the fucking group chat. You ended up taking the fucking good old fucking heel toast.
yeah. Heel
That
toe
was
express.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, was that when I ran out of gas?
Yeah. That's it.
No, this is different. Actually, it was on fire.
Bro literally drives fucking. Your car's on fire.
Yeah, somebody vandalized the shop where it was. It's one of my relative shops. It was like a couple split and shit, and he took it out on their van had to torch 3 cars, and mine got like slight paint damage on it or something like that. It's not bad,
but it
it's
just
still
sounds
fine.
funny when you
Goes
say
on
his
fire.
car
But
was
yeah,
on fire.
I tell my friends that it's like
I have a new segment that I want to add.
I was
that's
going to ask him
specific for
another
James.
thing too.
This is not basketball related. So if you want to say
You
basketball
want
related
to
thing,
stick serious? Because I was going to say,
no, this is not any. This is not serious or basketball.
Okay.
related. So you go.
I was
first.
going to say, what are your goals coming up for next year, or right now? Like certain things that you're like, am I trying to develop a post hook? What specifically?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got it. The confidence has got to be the big thing I developed. That's the number one thing.
Confidence in your
Just basketball, just all the way around.
Okay.
Because like defense, it's like I was confident I could swat every shot in high school. Like I didn't have to worry about fouling just because I could swat it. But now it's like I have to control my body, not fly into people because like
charges, fouls.
I blocked Demo one time in runs. He changed his like how he laid the ball up, and I just can't block him ever since. He's one of the hardest people to block I've met.
I feel that. He's almost snapped me like multiple times. But so other than confidence, like, is there certain
like a skill.
I
see you-
or like weight room or what?
Oh, weight room, 100%. The offensive end of the court just got to develop. I want to be more knowledgeable of the game.
Okay.
That's a very solid, especially as a defensive anchor. That's a solid goal.
What about a left hand post hook?
Left hand is crazy, bro.
I
Let's get a
am-
right hand layup first.
First of all, have you watched him?
not-
Have you watched him play
No,
one on
because
one?
Oscar just baits me to one side.
Dude,
I'm not falling for the bait.
He busts Oscar's ass in
No, I
one-on-one
know. I
routinely.
just passed him the ball for an hour and a half before we came here.
I
But
have.
But like,
It was
it
awesome.
just
after I've been
aggravates
in
me
the
when
gym for
Oscar
3
gives him
hours.
his left hand. It's like watching Joe come down the court and dribble on the fucking that shit. It's like watching that because Oscar gives him his left hand because he wants him to work on his left hand, and
No, he wants the
just-
baby.
He'll flatten Oscar with his
I'm
right
gonna
hand.
big-
and
yeah,
lay
I'm
him
gonna
up.
big body
But
him.
like, but if that's like a big dude from fucking
Yeah, that's
Alfred.
different. That's
Dude, the
like,
big dude from Alfred is what, 6'7"?
Yeah.
He is 6'11",
Uh huh.
and probably 40 pounds less than him. If he could consistently get a drop step right hand hook shot, there's nobody in Division 3 basketball that's gonna be able to get that. You don't even.
I would beg to differ. If they're sitting on the right,
dude. He's 290 pounds, 7 feet tall.
he's 250.
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight this year.
Like,
But
there's
that's gonna
nobody
come
that's-
back in muscle. That's,
Yes, sir.
That's the goal.
If you work it with Chris. Okay, so
You're gonna be in Canada next week.
You'll gain muscle and lose the ability to talk to women.
nah, I'm cutting it.
No, leave that in.
I'm
Leave that
cutting
in.
it, bro. I
Leave
actually
that
hope,
in.
I hope they didn't pick that up, honestly.
No, leave that
I hope
in.
they didn't pick that up, honestly.
That's gotta stay in.
Okay, let's hear your fucking.
So what I want to ask you
Let's hear
before
your
we get
fucking
into
segment.
to the
fucking bullshit.
to the last little bit of the thing. What are the biggest Everyone's like, oh, I want to be tall. I want to be taller. What are the biggest inconveniences
list
of being a
ones? I know
7 footer?
one of them is.
No,
Listen,
let him
I
say
want
it
to
first.
hear what you think. One of them.
He can't stand up in the shower.
Yeah, the back of my neck hits the top of the shower. It's like what? The back of my neck,
Bro.
Oh my god. Doorways, dude. Forget about it. Freaking.
What about
my
the
bed?
fact that everybody
bed?
and their mother, when they see you for the first time, are like, "Oh my God, you are so
It
tall.
doesn't
You must
bother
play
me anymore.
basketball."
I've been getting that since like freshman year of high school. Like
I'm trying to think. Like even like, bro, like you go into like,
Cars.
my bed. Oh, cars, dude.
oh, your bed at school.
The bed.
His
My
feet-
feet
his
hanging off
feet
the
hanging
edge.
Bro can't even
see me when I
swim in a
carry
deep
you?
end out of pool.
Yeah.
That's probably mad.
that might be an upside, honestly.
I
Or like
used
the
to-
shallow end goes down to his middle of his
that's
calf. Like that would probably suck. Like, you can't even chill in like a pool.
You,
Dude,
you can't
cars.
chill in a hot tub, can you?
You definitely can't chill in a hot
I
tub.
haven't been in a hot tub in years, so I don't
Dude,
know.
it would be hell because like the guy
The
across
mosquito bites all over.
the guy across from him would be fucked.
Put my feet up.
Facts.
But
Or you can't take a bath.
no, definitely not.
Can't take a bath.
But cars are a big thing. I had my mom's Volkswagen Passat. That's you remember how I was telling you about how I got pulled over? Mm-hmm. How I got pulled over was I was going to make a left-hand turn, and I put the blinker on, and my knee was pressing against the freaking thing, so my brights were on.
Mm-hmm.
And as I made that turn, there was a cop there,
Mm.
and I got
Flash
pulled
the
over.
shit out of the cop with that.
Yeah, my lights were on, and like that's
Bro,
how.
that probably.
I've noticed because when he takes any of my vehicles, van,
Oh
whatever.
my God,
bro,
that is
he
terrible.
takes the seat and he puts
You
it
have the
all the way
smallest
back. And
fucking
I come in,
cars
I'm like,
ever,
bro,
dude.
this is fucking
Like-
wild.
Like, bro. I mean, at least you never have to sit in the middle.
Dude, I basically sit in the back seat when I'm driving. Like, that's how far back the seat goes. I can roll down the rear window and like that's what I do. I mean,
Bro's riding a fucking go kart.
Bro makes a left-hand turn, puts his fucking head out the back.
like that's how I when I
You probably have blind spots too, honestly. Like different
yeah.
blind spots than like a car is made to have. Like obviously every car has like a certain amount of blind spots. But we probably have different ones.
yeah. So
May as well just open up the fucking sunroof.
yeah, stick it out. But when I drove my mom's car, when I go through a drive-through, I put down the rear window to order and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I just made the joke that when he's making left-hand turns, he must put his head to the back.
That's
But he actually
fucking
does that.
insane. At the drive-through, he leans through the back window.
That's crazy.
Yeah. 'Cause
That's
that's how far like the B pillar of the car.
Yeah.
That's right here to me. when I'm
That's
driving.
fucked. Okay, what else is there? This is a great segment. Shout out me.
About other fucking.
Shoes. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Shoes.
what, size like 18.
Yeah. Size 8. I'm trying to get new basketball shoes, but I always wore Kyrie's for a long time.
Do they have like the
And
specialized one? Like why Kyrie's? Is the only ones that have big ass fucking.
They have good ankle support. Like KD's, they're usually lows.
Mm-hmm.
So KD's not really. LeBron's are heavy. KD's have always been like, I don't know, ever since like the Kyrie, I think it was the 4s. I had like the blue ones when he dropped it. I always wore Kyrie's.
Mm-hmm.
And you can customize them and stuff, but Nike
Nike
dropped
ID.
them. So
I was
yeah.
gonna say I went back.
Nike did drop them.
Nike dropped them,
Fuck
so
you,
there's no more
Kyrie.
Kyrie's.
I went back home.
Yeah, you
I went
are.
back home and I played ball with some other. I'm not gonna say the R word, but a bunch of kids. And I was hooping. And I went to go for a layup, and it was the only time I've ever been thankful for ankle support on my fucking lamellas because I came down and my whole ankle went like this and came back up. I was like, if I didn't
I have
have,
it so many times.
if I didn't have like ankle support, I would have been fucked.
I was playing yesterday actually, and I was running in transition. Like obviously, I think it was Day was running a 2-on-1, and so I was let Day cook, and I ran to the corner, and on the way a little bit of technical difficulties never killed anybody.
That's gonna piss me off. Lining up that audio, but fuck it.
Okay. Oh well.
Little technical difficulties never killed anyone. So back to the segment that we were doing of why it's being tall inconveniences. We have next up clothing.
Clothing's a big one. Like trying to get a suit for prom.
Oh,
was
I didn't even
terrible.
think about that.
Suits were terrible. Anything long sleeve because it's like I can wear a 2X like hoodie, but it'll be really baggy on me. But it'll fit my wingspan.
How big is your wingspan?
I think it was measured at 7'2".
That's not even that crazy for someone who's 6'11".
Yeah, like
That's
Dude,
there's people out there that are like
it's like
6'6".
7 feet of fucking like that. Yeah.
yeah, that was long.
Pause.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Anything else? I'm trying to think. Like that's probably like getting a suit for prom probably sucks.
Yeah, suits were a big thing that were like a
I
problem.
think there's other daily inconveniences.
Doorways, big thing. Those like it's on the other side, but you know how it's like they have the spring thing, so the door closes like back.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like a few inches below the doorways, so the doorways that are 7 feet that I can walk through, those hang down. And I hit my head on those all the time.
You hit your head once a day, you think?
Oh, way more, way more. I did it twice in the weight room.
On what?
On what? The light?
This is a fucking 12-foot tall ceiling.
Once on the doorway and once on the, you know the rows. where you
Yeah.
go in? They have that bar.
Oh, the fucking
yeah,
lap
lap
pull
pull down.
down. Dude,
Yeah.
I've smoked my head on that multiple times.
So I think we're almost
Gonna ask him about
really-
advice.
Yeah. So what's change a little bit because I think you came so far from the beginning of the year. What's one piece of advice that you would give yourself at the beginning of this season?
Take every opportunity. That's a big. That's what I'd tell myself going back into high school. Like take every opportunity, and I'm really thankful. Like my parents could do as much as they could for me, like financially, like driving me to practice all the time and like all that. But like one of the things I hate is missed opportunities. And looking back on this year, I feel like I missed so many, and I want to like
Such as
just not getting in the gym as much, neglecting the weight room. Like that's a lot of stuff that I know I told coach this like a lot when we had our meeting, but that's not stuff I want to say. That's like stuff I want to do. I want to change that.
for sure. That's a solid one. And you have anything else?
I'm drained.
I think that could wrap it up. Thank you for coming on, big fella.
No problem.
This might be the last
This is the last player.
teammate
This is the last
on the
teammate
team
until
other than
next year.
Jorge and Jeff.
Jorge, Jeff. We're
Come
still
on
waiting
the
for the
show.
third J.
Come on the show.
Joe, Jarari, James.
I didn't think about those ones. I was really talking.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.